Hi guys, this is Alan from Classic Financial. How are you today? For today, I just want to talk about one of my favorite strategies, and then it's actually the GMMA and MACD, and then I believe a lot of you have known the strategy or you have watched the previous video, but then I do have questions comes in saying asking the compression and the expand of the GMMA is pretty hard to tell, and then if I can skip the MACD and questions like that. So for today, I just want to talk about a few things that you need to keep in mind when using the GMMA and MACD strategy, because for some point it's actually really strict for you to follow all the signals from the indicator. So as long as you can follow the strategy closely, then the winning percentage for this strategy is quite promising. So I'm just gonna talk about that today, and just make sure to watch to follow through the video, and then just to have a better idea on how the strategy works, and then follow every single step closely. So okay, so anyway, we will set up the technical indicators. So we will go to indicator, and then we will select the GMMA. Then we will, it's on default, so nothing to change, and we will go to oscillator. Then we will choose the MACD. So put a tick on MACD, and then we will open the drop down for MACD. Okay, so now we go to parameter. Then for EMA1 is 5, and then EMA2 is 35, signal is 5. So again, EMA1 is 5, EMA2 is 35, signal is 5. So now the indicators are all set. Then the last thing, as usual, I will be using a 10 seconds chart to trade with 30 seconds option. So again, chart period is 10 seconds, option period is 30 seconds. Okay, so now all set. Then we will take a look at the strategy. So the GMMA and MACD strategy is a trend following strategy, meaning that we need to identify a trend. So it's pretty simple. So we take a look at MACD. If the red lines are above the blue line, then it's an uptrend, or if it is the other way, so if the red lines are below the blue lines, then it's a downtrend. So after we confirm the trend direction, then here is the crucial part. Then because we first need to identify the difference between compress and expand. So in here it's pretty obvious. So if we take a look here, is expand, the price is developing upwards. So at this point here, the price start to drop, and then that's where the price start to compress. So, and if we take a look at the MACD as well, we can see that the price changes. We see the green histogram change to purple, and then at this point here, when it compressed, it was all the way purple, and then when it start to rise again at this point here, and the compression start to expand, and then we have the green histogram comes out, and then that means that the price is bouncing back up. So that's the retracement in trend. So that's the exact timing that we're looking for. So but if you skip the MACD signal, then you wouldn't know where the compression is going to end. So you might place a trade at this point here, but then it's actually not the point where the price start to rise. So it's not the point where the compression start to expand. So that's why it's really important that you follow every single signals from the indicators. And now you see the MACD, the GMMAs are compressing, and if we take a look at MACD, the green histogram comes out, the lines cross over. But then at this point here, the last thing I'm waiting for is a expand of the red line. So once the red line start to expand, then I will place my trade. So that's the strategy, and just waiting for a bit here. Okay, So now if we take a look closer, then we can see that the red lines started to expand at this point here, and then that's why I opened my trade there. So that's how crucial it is to see the compress and expand of the red line when using the GMMA. So that's the most important point when you use the GMMA, which is the compress and expand of the red line. So as long as you can get a hand on that, I'm pretty sure that you will get a hand on the strategy as well. So okay, so well, the trade was ended in profit. So now you see after that trade finished, the price was dropping down a bit, and then the red line start to compress again. So and then if we take a look at MACD, we see the purple histogram comes out. So that's a retracement. So what I'm waiting for here is just for the red line to expand again. So just zoom in a little bit. So yep, it's starting to expand. You see, it's not quite obvious, but then we can still see that the red line start to expand at this point here. So at this point, it's compressing, and then when it reached to this point, it's expanding. So when the MACD has a green histogram, I will place my trade, which is now. So so one of the suggestions that I can give you is that try to zoom into the chart a little bit, and then you will find a you will see the red line better. So just to find every single detail in the GMMA. So it's all about detail, attention to detail. So as long as you can pay a bit more extra attention to the GMMA, I'm pretty sure you can get this strategy right. So okay, so well, let's take a look at the history. Okay, so well, two trades today, and both of them were ending in profits. So well, the GMMA and MACD strategy is not the easiest strategy out there, but then it's still one of my favorite because the accuracy of the strategy is quite promising, and the only problem is that for you to get the right idea of the compress and expand of the red line. So and just try to follow every single steps closely, because if you miss one little step, that the result of your trade might be different as well. And well, if you do have any question on the strategy, feel free to ask me, and I'm really strongly recommend you to give this strategy a try. And I'm not lying, it's a really promising strategy. So well, anyway, if you want to discuss with me on the strategy, you feel free to put a comment down there as well, and we can try to talk about more. So well, anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you like my video, give me a like and subscribe to my channel for more live trading video. And I will see you soon again tomorrow. Bye.